Yes, my dear friend, welcome to the channel. This is Salon's blog. It is a beautiful, beautiful Friday here. Thank God it's Friday. Yeah, I know you are excited. Wherever you are on the globe, you are highly, highly welcome. It is a beautiful Friday, beautiful, beautiful Friday afternoon here in Southeast Asia. You should be in your morning in Africa. Wherever you are around the globe, you are in Africa, Europe, America, or wherever. I'm excited that you are part of this channel. Welcome. Today, this very special edition, it's about general news in the football world. So much is coming out from the football world that I need to update you. I need to let you know. So just stay glued to your handset or your TV or wherever you're watching me and enjoy it. Here we are starting with the Champions League. Yeah, the Europa League, sorry, the Europa League. And we are going straight away to Anfield. Liverpool, my dear friend. Liverpool. Well. It is what it is. Historical, unforgettable night at Anfield for Atlanta. And first home defeat in 14 months for Liverpool. First home defeat in 14 months. 3-0. My goodness. 3-0 at Anfield for Atlanta. And dear friend, it's not the first time. Atlanta, they are becoming a thorn on the flesh of Liverpool. 3-0 at Anfield. Jurgen Klopp could not speak. He couldn't say anything. I will get to what he said later on. And hey, West Ham went to Bayern Leverkusen. And they were also demolished. West Ham was also demolished. My man, Kudus, could not say, my goodness. Even though Kudus played well. Yes, he played very well. He just couldn't take it. I think he was substituted around the 78th minute or so. Before the 80th minute, Kudus was substituted. But he had a good night. Even though his team in general could not win the game against Bayern Leverkusen. But Kudus had a great night. He had a great night, dear friend. Yeah, I am not surprised. Bayern Leverkusen, currently, the whole season, they are unbeaten. I think they had about 4 or 5 draws throughout the season. Playing over 40 games. They never lose. Xavi Alonso did not lose a single game this season. The whole of this season. And Victor Boniface, my dear friend, my brother from Nigeria, Victor Boniface, doing Kudus celebration in his presence after scoring the goal. Boniface, be careful, oh, don't try it. Victor Boniface, Timberland prices don't go up. Oh, Victor Boniface, you are shining. Yeah. After all, you deserve it. You've been working hard. Victor Boniface with Bayern Leverkusen doing quite well for the German club, Bayern Leverkusen. It's a beautiful game. It is a beautiful game. Well, Jurgen Klopp, after a careful thought about the whole game, after he sat back and he analyzed the whole game, this is what he said. He said it was a really bad game. Oh my God. I'm here just saying congrats to Atlanta. We lost the plot a bit. 0 positives to say. We were everywhere and so also nowhere. We were everywhere and so also nowhere. What? This is my Jurgen Klopp. Sometimes we were everywhere and so also nowhere. Klopp. That's why football is a beautiful game, my friend. Let me hear from you in the comment section. Klopp and Liverpool losing at Anfield to Atlanta. And West Ham also went to Leverkusen and lost the game at Leverkusen. Dear friend, it is what it is. It is what it is. Full time in Germany. Full time there was 2-0 against West Ham. 2-0 against West Ham. All right? Dear friend, all right, let's get to some other business that are equally important in the Premier League. Yes, Premier League are important. Okay, Chelsea, as it stands, will now need to finish 7th to get Conference League, or they will have to win the FA Cup to get through to Europa League. All could be confirmed next week. Chelsea now, the only way Chelsea, opportunity Chelsea has right now to get to European football is to get to 7th place, which will qualify Chelsea for Conference League, or must win the FA Cup. That will get us through to Europa League. all this could be confirmed next week when the Champions League, the Europa League, and the Conference League will be played. Then only the UEFA competitions slots that are available. As you can see, the updates race for the extra UEFA Champions League places after qualification L1. A bad night for England. Italy now all but there. Germany right back in the hunt. So as you can see there, that is how it stands. The extra qualification place for the 5th and 6th position, there are some countries that qualify, there's a way you can qualify for 6th and 7th, 5th and 6th place for the Champions League places. And so if English teams are able, for instance, if Manchester United is able to qualify for Champions League and Chelsea win the FA Cup, we are going to go through to Europa League. That is how it is. So Chelsea technically will still have an opportunity to play in the European Championship next season. Or if we can qualify for 7th position, if we can go to 7th position, now we are 9th. If we can get to 7th position, we can qualify for Conference League. But if we are able to beat Man City and get through to the final and win the final of the FA Cup, that means that we will be going to Europa League Championship. We'll be playing the Europa League. As you can see it right there on the table, according to UEFA, how the way through the teams that can get 6th and 7th position or 5th and 6th places instead of the 4 teams qualifying for Champions League. Some clubs, some countries could get 5 or 6 teams qualifying for the Champions League. And if England is able to get that position, then it will be easy for Chelsea to go through to Europe. That is how it is right now, dear friend. All right. Okay. Now, to some other news as well, dear friend. To some other news. Before I let you go this morning for your breakfast. Benoit Ikote. Yeah, Benoit was a Tottenham player. I don't know if most of you can remember him very well. Benoit Ikote. He's made a statement. He stayed in Tottenham for I think 7 years, 7 seasons. And he said something that many footballers, they agree. Many footballers agree with him. Actually, almost every footballer will agree with him. But it is something which they don't like to talk about. Why do you play football? Do you play football for just a fun, or you play for the money? This is what he said. He said, all people, when they go to a job, it's for the money. It is for the money. So I don't understand why when I said I play for the money, people were shocked. I don't say that I hate football, but it's not my passion. Did the other players agree with me? I'm sure 200%. I'm sure 200%. He said, listen, when your agent calls you and says, I have a club for you, the first question is how much. The first question every player do ask the agent is how much. When your agent calls you, I have a club for you, the first question that comes from every player's mouth is always how much. How much? So it's business. I don't think it helped me being so honest, but I am like that. It's good for business to say, I love the club, I love the fans, blah, 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 blah. I'm not like that. He's just spoke the truth. Many will agree. Many footballers will agree, 200%. But you know, most of the times we tend to seem that the footballers, they play only for the passion of it. Forget it. Forget it. Forget it. And that brings me to the main issue that I want to talk about. Yes, that brings me to this point again. As it stands right now, Victor Osimhen is one step closer to joining PSG. According to Italian newspaper Mattino, 4-year contract plus salary of 13 million euro. Paris Saint-Germain will pay his release clause of 120 million euros. Per my calculation, yesterday I spoke about this, but I made an error in the calculation. Per my calculation, 13 million euro is just a little, it's around 11 point something million pounds. If I'm not mistaken, yes still. And if you want to calculate it very well, it means that this amount is about 215,000 pounds per week. Chelsea can afford this. Chelsea can afford this. Chelsea can afford this. Even the release clause, if I am being told today that Chelsea is broke to the extent that we cannot pay a release clause of 120 million euros, which, if you want to convert it, roughly 105 million pounds, 105 million pounds, if I'm told today that Chelsea cannot afford to pay 100 million pounds, 105 million pounds for Victor Osimhen, and pay him 215,000 pounds a week, 250,000 pounds a week, which PSG is offering him right now, I'll be shocked. I understand that it is not the same Chelsea of yesterday. It is a different Chelsea right now. I understand. But if Chelsea is broke to the extent that we cannot afford to pay a player 215, okay, if PSG is offering him 215,000 pounds, we can give him 250,000 pounds. Because like the other player just said, no, every player goes to play for a club for the money. Forget about the passion of it. Forget about the passion aspect of it. They go to play football for the money. Everyone knows that. You wake up in the morning, you go to work every day for the money. You don't go to work because you love your job. No. No matter how much you love your job, you are working daily because of the money. These new owners, they place a cap of 150,000 pounds. But ask yourself, Raheem Sterling taking 315,000 pounds every week. What is he delivering? I think Enzo is also taking above 200,000. So, what extra? Why won't they rather sell some players and balance the books? Even Raheem Sterling, sir, let him go. Find a. My goodness. Every player plays for the money. Victor Osimhen coming to Chelsea will help the attack. I'm not saying will solve Chelsea's problems. He alone cannot solve Chelsea's problems. Because even currently as we speak, Nicholas Jackson's market value has increased to over 97 million euros. Yes, Nicholas Jackson. His market value has increased to over 97 million euros. We bought him how much? We bought him about 34 million euros, right? 34 million pounds. His market value now is about 97 million euros. Nicholas Jackson. Because you and I, unless you are not watching football carefully, Nicholas Jackson has developed. He has matured. He's maturing. He's still growing into the games. His performances kept going up. He might not be scoring goals the way you want him to be scoring goals. But listen, his first season, and he has about 9 goals already in his first seasons. Go back and check Didier Drogba. How many goals did he score the entire season? His first season. Well, it is your breakfast. It's Friday morning. I shall be back with more exclusives in my next one. Like the video, share the video if it's your first time of watching us. I appreciate to hear from you in the comment section. And even as you subscribe to the channel, remember to on that notification bell so that you will be updated in any subsequent episode. I'll see you in the next one when you see me, dear friend. Shalom and peace.